Today's plan is move this axle where I think it should go and channel the body. And if everything works out, start working on the steering, get the steering to work. Or we put the motor in. I don't know. One of the two. But we got to get the body down where I think it's got to go, and then, or where I want it. And then, yeah, like I want to get the body down, then we're going to move the axle, and yeah, no, I think we'll fit the motor, because then I'll know what I got all cut out of the way and do whatever, and then we can kind of make the steering work with the space we got left. So that's kind of the plan here. All right. Seems pretty straightforward. So, like, I like the way the truck looks without the hood, but I really want to run the hood. I think it looks cool with the hood on it, so I think that bone needs to go back closer to that other hole down here. But I can't put any more twist on any of this, so I think I'll get it mounted back and higher till I get the look that I like, and then we'll just cut away at the body so it just kind of fits over the wishbone. Wishbone, hairpin, I don't know what you want to call that, but it's just is what it is. Yeah, all right, guess we get started. First things first, I gotta unbolt this. I'm gonna support the body. So we're gonna roll it up to the hoist. We're gonna lift it up a little bit. I'm gonna cut those upper welds. We're gonna unbolt these doodads, and I'm gonna slide it back, hopefully to what I think looks good. So I might move it a little past so I can see the nose of it off the front of the hoist. See how there's no weight, it won't matter, but yeah. Let's do that, unbolt it, bring it back, eyeball it, maybe put the hood on, and then see if I like the front end look. I'm pretty happy with that. Our little HTP plasma cutter made quick work of that. I don't know what we did. It's not an aggressive channel, but it's all I wanted to do is have the bottom of the doors with the frame. So technically, if the frame hits, the bodywork doesn't smash. Not that that matters, but so we'll have to make some bracing or do something yet. But we basically chopped out, I don't know what it is, an inch and a bit, but it gets our body level with the frame. So if anything hits, it's going to hit the frame, not that. Cool. So we did have to pocket out the front for the links. We probably have an aggressive amount of rake on that front end, but that's okay. It's going to want to steer in a straight line for what it's worth. Did have to cut a lot out of one side. It looks like I still have to trim this one side. I'll see if it's square, but I think this cab is sort of out of square. Like it's not straight. I don't know. I guess we'll put it on crooked and that won't be the end of the world. It's, well, judging by the amount of chop and everything else that's screwed up on here, this thing's probably aggressively been tweaked. So, for the sake of simplicity, we'll just mount it crooked and call it a day. Not that big of a deal. Give a little bit of room for our arms to flex there. Cool. Well, we are gonna have to chop aggressively into there. I'm not sure what the plan was originally here, but because I'm thinking we're gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna come halfway up. We're gonna, I don't know how high we gotta go with everything. I don't want to cut like crazy amounts out, but we might have to, because I don't know where this motor and tranny is gonna sit. Like hopefully everything fits good up in this area, and then we just kind of tuck it back as far as we can. It's going to be what it is. Not too concerned. We'll make a couple little tabs here. I think what I'm going to do is basically essentially weld a washer here. That'll center these brake lines to the inside. That way we can actually clamp them and do our thing, which on this side makes it, you know, it'll just sit squared out the middle, so I don't think it'll rub or do anything weird. That said, there's enough rhino liner on here to protect the darn thing. There's so much of that stuff everywhere. Okay. Yeah. I guess we're going to quickly blitz it with that a little more here. And chop out what I think I need. And then we'll grab the forklift and we'll kind of Scooby over to this side. We'll grab this... if I can get in there. I think I can. We'll grab this motor and tranny because it's here. Came out of that Chevelle. So we'll use it for now and kind of mock this up. Like I say, I want to find a really junky motor because I don't want to... this is a really good motor. So for what I'm going to do with the truck, I don't want a good motor in there because essentially it's just going to park on the hill, and then, you know, we have a bunch of friends we'll go take it and do donuts out in the field, stuff like that. But that's kind of that's kind of what its life is going to be. Just to sit and just do some hoonigan stuff out in the field there. Okay, right. Let's chop a little bit of hole out of that firewall, and we'll kind of slide that motor in and see what the heck we're gonna do. right. Had the cut. Not terrible, but I did have to cut a bunch. We're still got to cut a little more here. This distributor doesn't fit quite right, so we got to clearance this. You know, whether I make something or not, I don't know. But motor sitting about where it is. I think I got to go back a little more because I think most pulleys are about 3 inches and I need to go back a wee bit more. So I can scooch up there. If I pull or bend, do whatever, but get rid of these mounts, then that should scoot us back enough just to give us some breathing room to get a belt on or something if we, you know, for some reason had to. We had the notch down there. I'm probably going to notch that a little bit more. I don't know that I'm going to raise anything up anymore. I'm kind of happy where everything's sitting. Like it clears everything down below. Inside, we just took the plasma and just blasted everything. So we're here. It's kind of high, nothing major. We'll probably just have a very simple mount in here. I have one down there, and I'm probably going to repurpose that thing up into that zone. But there, what else are we doing here? From there, we're going to have to, boom, stab a hole through here to connect to our drive shaft, or when we get to that point, have our drive shaft in there. But overall, between our channel and, well, the motor fits, so that's pretty good. I kind of knew that, but I was going to do a her style, but I think it's just easier to use these style, and we'll just build a little, doop, just power up to it. I don't even know. Well, I'll have the mounts, so I'll use those mounts, but for the most part, I was just going to solid mount it, but I guess there is a mount there. We will put that on. Maybe I'll take it off. I'll make a mount. It's going to bolt on, and just, it'll be a solid mount in there. I think that's what I'm going to do for the simplicity of what we're going for. I have there were some headers in that car, so I might bob them just to do some zoomies. So we'll see how that goes. Whether my ears will like that, I don't know. But we're just hacking away here, so I don't know. It's working. We're getting there. The height isn't terrible. I think we can get away with a hood yet, but I'm not sure. Carburetor might be poking out of it, which that's okay too. I don't mind that. So that, the pulley, we should be pretty good doing our water neck, I think. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I know the rad I have is going to work in there, so that should be fine. Plenty of room over there to do our little master cylinder and just run down to our brakes. I don't know if I mentioned, but I picked up a pedal assembly. It was the one that was going to go into my coupe, but it's pretty roasted, so I'll just take what I need off of it, mount that master, make a rod pretty simple, and then ditch the clutch, just because this feels like it moves pretty free. So, well, this moves free, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if there's probably no bushing down there, but it'll work for the purpose we're going for here. All right, what do we do next? I think I got to do a little more trimming, and we'll start building some motor mounts. That's the plan. Well, the truck is up. Motor mounts are, well, we went solid mount. We still gotta weld some more. They're not perfect, but they'll do. They're gonna do the part. Back here, transmission, because we're kind of just going solid mount, just simplicity, and I don't have any mounts, so. Well, I had some motor mounts, but whatever. You know what it is. Race car stuff. I have one beam. I'm gonna take this brace out. Once I get this one in, I'm gonna trim this one and make a quick mount. We're gonna cut a plate so we can just bolt it through here. Not going for fancy. But then we'll make a little riser to come up to be the transmission mount. From there, we're gonna have to just hodge a hole through here. I kind of did mount everything about an inch over to the one side, just because the driveline angles are so crooked with this setup, and it just gives me more room. So, because if you look, there's here, and the diff is still right here. So we're still gonna be crisscrossing to get into the zone. We'll still have to figure out how we're gonna bolt this down. We have a couple little straps. We're gonna make some kind of floor, nothing major, just a really simple something that we can actually bolt a seat to, and that's about it. Hang some pedals and we'll just about be there. Yeah, I don't know. It's going pretty good so far, I think. Let's trim that plate, make some mounts, and we're gonna at least get the motor and the transmission bolted in. I don't know how much further we're gonna get, but we'll see where we go from there. We're kind of to the point. We did a whole bunch of work on the pond. If you've seen the second channel, you'll have already seen that we had a little gravel slinger kind of doing some stuff. So we've been slinging everything, but I'm kind of gonna wait till spring before we go into the landscaping side of things. So I'm still working on slinging some, all we gotta do is slinging some sand yet, but we're in the midst of just kind of filling her up right now. So hopefully the water line's going to get, I don't know, around there. That's kind of the idea, the goal. Going to just see how it is. I might drain it this spring again just to make sure everything's still kosher down on the bottom and stuff, and then fill her up. It seems to be doing pretty good. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow when it's just full of water. How my predictions where my water lines are all going to be right. I'm hoping I have enough poly that we can start running jet skis in there. That'd be fun. I think that's as far as I am getting tonight. I don't even remember what I all did. I've been doing a lot of stuff outside, so things haven't happened too much here for the most part. But I got the motor in, so I guess we blitzed the firewall. We basically got the motor in. I don't know. Not bad. It's progress. It's nothing pretty. Oh, now that I think about it, I can get this dang bar out of here. This is probably what's been buggering me up. No wonder I've been fighting with it. I had this 1x1 to support everything, and I've kind of been fighting with this, and I realized I didn't take that thing out yet. So I'll have to undo this and then pop that thing out. Anyways, yeah, a lot of you folks have been talking about, you know, motor choice and stuff a video or two back. I'm pretty much still just using everything I got. So far, like I say, my budget has been just garbage I've had lying around. So I know this morning I was on Marketplace and I seen some cool boat seats, but Esther kind of reminded me that I'm trying to build it for no money and not buying anything. So she's right. A buddy of mine actually with that, what was that car? That Beaumont or that whatever I had, that Chevelle or something here. He had some swivel buckets in it, so maybe those will get donated to the cause there. We'll throw some swivel buckets in it. Anyways, this might be a little bit of a shorter one, but hey, we got the motor in. We cut a lot of junk out. And, well, whatever. It's progress. We're still playing. Mostly I've been daddling with this in between, like doing a whole bunch of yard work, and we're working on the pond, trying to do that stuff. So when I'm not doing that or waiting for something, I kind of go play on this thing. So I don't know. So far I've been having a lot of fun with it. So it's kind of all that's important to me. But anyways, I think that is where we are going to leave this one. So as always, folks, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one, where hopefully we get this thing to steer and possibly do some brakes. Yeah, that sounds doable. We should be able to do it all. Later, folks.